All right, welcome to episode 11 of Distressed Deals Decoded, where real estate problems meet real solutions. Brought to you by your friends here at Asset Resolution Advisors. Today, we're diving into another issue about emerging opportunities for real estate investors and real estate agents. So, the topic for today is going to be the Asset Resolution Advisors affiliate program, how you can turn education into monthly cash flow. So, what if your next deal didn't need to close for you to get paid? So here at Asset Resolution Advisors, we don't just help you close deals, we help you build income that stacks whether you're working or not. So before we get started, first let me introduce my partners in crime here. Got Patrick Butler
Heyo.
and Juan Nicasio.
What's up, guys? Hello, everybody.
All right, so I'm going to dive into this and ask a bunch of questions from you about our affiliate program so you guys can hopefully help some of our agents and our real estate investors figure out how they can monetize off some of the education here.
Mhm.
So, most agents and investors are already recommending tools, education, and vendors to people, including some of the services that we provide. But most of the time, they don't get paid for it, right? It's just a sort of an in-kind thing. Asset resolution members, and what you can do here is you can share your knowledge with other real estate agents or investors. You can refer deals into the community, and you can invite your colleagues into the community. And when you invite your colleagues into the community, one of the things we have is an affiliate program. So the more they participate into the community, the more you get. So if you really truly believe what we do, why not get paid when others benefit from it as well? So, Juan, let's start off with you and let's talk about how somebody can sign up for the affiliate, where it is in our community, just so they have an understanding, at least physically on the screen, what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this is like super duper easy. None of this stuff is complicated. They really have made this thing such a user-friendly platform. So let me share on screen so you guys can see how this works. School.com. And if you're invited or if you're already a school member here for Asset Resolution Advisor, which you can join, a bunch of different communities, and different communities offer their share of an affiliate. But very, very plain and simple. Once you log into the asset resolution community, when you go into your profile, literally it's going to say affiliate, and you're going to end up in this page. This page is built so that you can see exactly how to track what affiliate commissions you're making, right? So, for example, for the last 30 days, I have $40 that I've made for distributing this very simple link. So, this link is created for you. You don't have to create it yourself. You don't need any technical skills. The moment that you log in to this platform, you could just copy and then share this with your colleagues, right? Or people in the industry that you feel that our community would be of value. And once they come in here, again, copy, pasting this into your social media. Maybe you have a Facebook page, or you have a blog, or you have some sort of website. You can go ahead and publish this, and this organically for them will grow. You don't have to really recreate the wheel. All of it is done automatically through the platform, where all you have to do is just really put your payment distribution. You add your payment, and in the affiliate, you'll see exactly how much money you would make on said deal, right? Or said amount of members that are using your link. And it's as simple as that. This is an easy way so that it doesn't have to feel pushy for you to go ahead and sell somebody on joining the community or anything like that. You're already recommending these services to people. So might as well get a little compensation. So as you can see, very, very straightforward, very easy. find it right on the inside the school platform. You don't need any technical skills. Everything is tracked monthly, so you can see the last 30 days, lifetime, and then the current balance that you can get paid out. You click pay, get paid out, and whatever account that you put in there, that's where they're going to distribute the funds. Super duper easy, and doesn't really need much work really. One link, all the plans are tracked, and everything is automated. Pretty cool, right?
Super cool.
Yeah. So, Patrick, I'm gonna hand it off to you. Talk to us about the economics of this stuff so that people can start seeing some of the numbers, understanding a little bit about, okay, well, that's cool. You made $40.
Woohoo! So, that's so funny that you word it that way too, because it really is a side hustle for lack of a better word. But Steve, you said something earlier that we as people tend to recommend things to other people all the time, but we don't get paid for it. So why do we recommend things to people? Well, if it's a great restaurant that we've been to, we had a wonderful experience, we tend to reach out to people that we know and tell them, oh man, you got to try this great restaurant. We just went there. It's phenomenal. Sometimes we may go on social media and post pictures of ourselves and our food that we're eating just to get the likes, and that is a great way to do that, by the way, because you're saying to the world, "Hey, we've got something that we really appreciated." But definitely, your colleagues, potential clients are all great people. So let's talk a little bit about the economics of this. In the Asset Resolution Advisors school community, we have three membership tiers. And by the way, if you go to our school community, this is all explained in video with slide decks and everything so that you can rewatch it and watch it and internalize it. But three memberships. There's the freemium membership. That's free. You don't get paid for recommending that, but it's a great way to have some of your colleagues kick the tires, see what's going on at Asset Res. We do pay 30% affiliate fees on every other thing that is generated through the school membership program. So our premium memberships are paid monthly or annually. Monthly, it's paid by the member at $89 a month. Annually, it's $899 per year to save a little bit by paying up front. So 30% of each of those, for those that are not math wizards, 30% of the $89 a month is about $27 a month in recurring revenue. Now, let's just think single-minded here. As far as getting new members to work with you, to collaborate with you, and to share, that's $27 a month for each one person. Well, if you added 10 people to this community, well, that would be $270 a month. It all of a sudden becomes something meaningful. We're going to talk about what we can do with some of those dollars. If you had somebody that says, look, I want to save a few bucks, I'm doing all right for myself here, I'll take the $899 per year. Well, that pays $270 one time for the year, so you're still getting a nice chunk of change.
Mhm.
The VIP membership, which I will say we are delighted at the number of VIP members that we have since we launched this community. It really has taken off, and we see as much as they do the value of that membership. So I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but for the investors that are working with asset resolution advisors, finding hidden equity, finding surpluses and deals that they didn't know existed, pays tenfold what the membership is, and they get that access in real time almost 24/7. We don't take the calls in our sleep. But that membership for VIP is $599 per month. So a third of that is $180 a month recurring. So
Mhm.
imagine start adding up some of those folks. Or it's $49.99. Let's just call it $5,000 for the year, which pays a $1,500 one-time affiliate payout. Now, we do not wish that you join school just to become an affiliate salesperson. That's not why we developed it. We developed it just to give back to the folks that work with us. We work with everybody in our community day in and day out. We get deals from them, we give deals to them, we process deals. But let's take a look at a couple real world examples that kind of are some aha moments for everybody. So one of them is accidental income or mailbox income. Let's say
Mhm.
that one of our members got five members at the premium membership at $89 a month. Well, five times $27 is $135 a month or $1,620 per year just from one simple one simple click. What could you do with that money? What would you invest that money? Because it's certainly not going to make you rich. It's not necessarily going to go into your individual retirement account and compound over time, earning wonderful compounded interest, but it can go back in to the kitty. It's house money, folks. So if you've ever been wondering, should I try this particular form of advertising? I don't want to squander away my marketing budget on
Right.
something that's untried. Well, now you've got house money you can play with. And also, as part of the community, we can chat with you about some of the advertising that we're seeing that's working for everybody. And all of a sudden, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, pun
Hmm.
intended. Don't forget, you could also reinvest that money into purchasing leads. I don't care if
Right.
you're a real estate agent or a real estate investor. Don't forget, we've got a very special arrangement with foreclosure.com where all of our members receive a 25% discount on subscription fees there. So think about that. You could run your entire foreclosure.com subscription for a couple of years. Or you could pay your real estate board dues. That's one example. And that could be just from a link in your email signature or from something that you happen to be chatting with some of your friends about. I'm going to cover
Hmm.
one more thing, then we're going to pass the baton back off. So here's another example with just one VIP referral. That's $1,500 affiliate payment to you. That's again one referral to the membership. No closings, no inspections, no lenders. That right there, at least in my board of realtors, would cover 2 years of realtor association dues. Lastly, we talk about this scaling, but even just a small audience, big impact. If an agent or an investor, this is important now, sends out 500 email to 500 people in their database. Let's say it's a real estate agent and they're looking for new investors and they've got a database of these folks. They invite the investor to the community. The investor gains value from this at whatever level they decide they want to interact. Transactions occur. You, as the real estate agent, now become a listing agent on these deals, or you could become a buyer's agent on these deals. So it's not just about the affiliate money, it's having that tool, that vehicle to bring in additional business and revenue. And
Right.
when you start taking a look at commission dollars for investors, your margins on profits on sales and purchases, the ROI is absolutely astronomical. Again, this is ancillary income for doing what you're already doing. You might as well get paid for it. Agents' commissions and investor profit margins are the real wins in this business. So, Steve, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Patrick. I think that's some really good information. And what we find a lot of times that we get agents and real estate investors who get into the community, they start learning about the distressed assets, and then somebody calls them and say, "Hey, I've got this problem. Can you help me?" No, go to these guys, right? And that happens all the time. That's what
Mhm.
this affiliate program is set up for, is to get those people into the community. You get a little bit from them, they get something out of it, and all of a sudden deal flow starts working. So I think that's great. Some really good insight into how you can make the money work for you. So one of the things that you brought up briefly, Patrick, and I think we could talk a little bit more, is where and how can members promote their affiliate link, because that's really how they're going to make money. So obviously word of mouth is great. You can shoot an email, but there are other ways that are a little bit not in your face and a little bit more subtle that I think can also work, right? So things like you could put it in an email signature. You could certainly put it in an Instagram bio or the link tree that they have in Instagram. You could put it in your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook group. Do you send out newsletters to other agents that you're trying to collaborate with? You could certainly put it, if you're a real estate investor or an agent, or you're an agent who has real estate investors, you could put it into a drip campaign that you're sending to your real estate investors. Um, there's so many different ways that you can interact with that affiliate link to get it going and to get it running for you and working for you with the different with your different constituencies. So, I think the big thing here to really think about or to kind of put it together is, if you're running into short sales, you're running into bankruptcies, you're running into messy deals, probate, title, anything like that, that's where you can go to your colleagues and to your real estate investors and say, "Hey, this group has saved me a ton of time, a ton of money. Here's how you get signed up, and here's how they'll help you." And it's a really easy way to get engaged with other people and with us. Um, Patrick, Juan, anything else you want to add to that?
No, it's just, it really is that simple and that passive. You're already talking about your deals. Whenever you go to meet up, well, a lot of the investor side of things, they go to meetups and they always talk about their deals and who's solving what for them and who they're working with. So it's the easiest passive way to just kind of, get paid for just conversating on something you're already doing. If you find the value, right? If you don't find the value, then don't distribute it, I guess. But I mean, honestly, it works very, very well. It's very, very passive. It isn't a sales pitch. This isn't some sort of pyramid, whatever. The platform school just has that convenience because they know the power of network, right? And community. And so that's just one easy way to incentivize you to do so and get paid for it, right? Like, so now let's talk about like who's this best for, right? So agents that are working distressed deals, if you're working distressed deals, you probably know other agents that need help with distress deals. How many times don't you search your MLS to see what other short sales are going on or bankruptcy or pre foreclosure deals? Well, a lot of those people may not specifically know how to manage it. Even for myself, when I take a look at them, like, who's this agent? Who's this agent that listed this way? This looks completely off. That's a good opportunity to have that conversation and let them know that there's a better way to do that particular, niche of distress asset. Another is obviously investors. The investors love to spend money or to go places where they can get educated on how to monetize the leads that they're spending so much money on. A lot of them end up, especially if you're an investor, you're always in some sort of distressful situation. You may be buying properties as is, how is, where is. And sometimes you just end up with, liens you didn't know were on there, HOA problems, junior lien, like so many different things that may happen. They don't know how to cure it. Well, you can point them in the right direction. This is where we're at. If you're already an investor, you definitely have a large network of other investors, buyers, and wholesalers that you can say, hey, these folks here at Asset Resolution, man, these people are rock solid. So if you're finding yourself in stuck situation, you want to sell me more business, as an investor, I want to buy from you. Hey, here's Asset Resolution who can help you navigate through a lot of your leads so that I can buy these type of deals. Obviously, we mentioned wholesalers because they do a lot of marketing. They have a lot of these deals that just get stuck and they don't know what to do with. They are probably from the two groups of investors and agents. I think wholesalers probably spend the most amount of money on marketing. So they come across the most amount of opportunities, right? Above and beyond, the other subset of groups. Attorneys, CPAs, right? Great place for them to come and help and have us help them and navigate them and educate them on a lot of these distressed assets. Obviously, coaches and trainers, that are in the space. Maybe they are a real estate educator, but they don't specialize in distress. Well, we're here for that. And then anyone within your database. That's as simple as it gets. So just wanted to break down what avatars are good, I guess, target or subset of people that this would be a shoe-in for and would be able to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity to finally cure deals that always seem to be stuck and can't get out of their own ways. We're here to solve those problems.
Juan, I just
So,
want to piggyback on that real quick too. Is for the real estate agents, you guys as real estate agents are involved with many interlocking circles of influence, right? Spheres of influence.
yeah.
You have your own folks that you do stuff with, right? Your little circle of business providers, by the way. And it could be real estate attorneys, it could be title companies or inspectors. That's a nice group. You may work for a branch office or a regional office or a nationwide company. All of these are opportunities to utilize your affiliate link and your influence within those groups and set
Mhm.
up a call, set up a webinar, set up something so that we can help you help them understand the value proposition. So thinking outside the box. And again, it's not just for the affiliate fee, but for the value that that relationship that you just opened up brings to the table. You become that person that is seen as the lead dog, if you will, the alpha, whether you're a girl or a
Mhm.
boy, the alpha in that respective pack. So great topics, Juan. Sorry for cutting you off there.
No, no, I think that was absolutely perfect. You really brought that in because I didn't even think about that. Where hey, you could host a quick like live or a webinar to do that introduction to us, and we'll be more than happy to jump on a call with those folks and let them know exactly what it is that we do at Asset Resolution. You don't have to be the expert; you just need to be the connector.
Perfect.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I think this was great. A lot of good information about our affiliate program, how it works, where community members can go get it. So for our community members, if you're already a member, log in and grab your link. If you're not a member, sign up so you can grab your link. Put it in one of your socials. It doesn't matter where, emails, LinkedIn, Instagram, somewhere where you can let the system work for you, right?
Mhm.
Deals are transactional, communities are compounding, and we truly, truly believe it. So if you're working a short sale, a distressed asset, a bankruptcy sale, probate, anything with liens, judgments, or complex issues, Asset Resolution Advisors is here to help. So subscribe, follow, send us your thoughts and deals because we turn problems into
Into
closings.
closings. Let's go.
Amen.